try something you're good at specifically, then there's no reason to reinvent stuff. You just have to look what other people are doing.
Okay, Giraffe, you're playing a lot of games. You have a pretty high KDAs but grey win rates, which probably means that you're playing a little bit too safe and you're not seeing the opportunities that you need to be going in on. That's generally what it means. Yeah. Yeah. You're not testing limits enough, basically. But the good news for you is that you're spamming games. And why is that good news? That's good news because if you just spam games with, 50+% win rates, you will climb. Obviously you're on negative win rate in your last 10 games. But, we have some bad periods. You're not jeering of anyone, which is good. Honestly, dodge if you get AD carry. You're a fucking support main. You're obviously going to be dog shit everywhere else. But if you maintain this kind of win rate, you will just climb. You don't even need 51%. You just need 50%. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. What happened here? So where is it specifically that you start failing? Well, good. You should never play Braum anyway. This also further indicates to me that you just kind of play for KDA, by the way, because Braum is a champion where you need to be open to all-in opportunities. You have to play Braum somewhat as an all-in champion if you want to be creating opportunities for your team. And it's apparent to me that if you play Braum, you're probably playing him super fucking defensively, right? Leona is a champion that benefits from finding opportunities for all-ins as well, and you're not so good on her. Fresh has defensive capabilities and zoning capabilities. Morgana has defensive and zoning capabilities. Lulu has defensive and zoning capabilities. Bard has that shit in spades, and Nautilus you only played 2 games of. So it's quite apparent to me that you're basically just a pussy, and that's the issue. Let's do the pink ward check. Yeah, you're buying pink, so you're doing everything else right. You just need to be willing to take a knock to the KDA to learn more about the game, right? Like, you just aren't finding enough opportunities for sure. Probably if I was to check one of your games, you're probably playing, like, way too far back in lane, for example. You're probably making your AD carry break the parallel rule, for example, by playing so far back a lot. You're not creating, you're not testing, like, what it is your opponents want to do relative to what they are doing and relative to what you want to do. You generally want to be making picks a shit ton with a lot of these champions, right? There are probably free opportunities for that when the enemy has things on cooldowns that you're probably missing. Like, I'd imagine I'd see a lot of this stuff if I looked at one of your games. It's honestly really easy to tell when you look at a support player. But this is why you end up becoming team dependent in a way. Because you don't know those kinds of limits. But you can climb as is. You can climb as is for sure. I've seen accounts like this make it to Diamond, like, routinely. Because you play a ton of games.